What's up, good people? It's your boy, Leroy McKenzie Jr. I'm going to go ahead and invite a couple of people really quickly, y'all, just to get started. I don't want to be long. Y'all know how we do. It's Monday, y'all. It's Monday, y'all. It's Monday. So let's go. We're in a new week, new day, new week, new everything. So what we're going to do is what I'm doing is giving you something to focus on this week, as I've tried to do each and every week prior to now. So hopefully this will help you out. This will get you going, get you motivated. You should be halfway in or actually a third of your day gone through today. So hopefully this will give you something to be able to do, go even further with your day and further with what you're trying to accomplish this week. And this week, what we are going to focus on is organizing. How are you organizing your business, your brand, and your book? This is for authors specifically too. So I want authors to be able to understand this and be able to focus in on how to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish this week. So the word for today is organize. How are you organized? How are you organizing your day? How are you organizing your week so that you can accomplish everything that you need to accomplish this week? So, as you all know, organize is part of the acronym that I have, which is the B.O.S.S lifestyle, and that B.O.S.S stands for building, organizing, shifting, and sacrifice. Build, organize, shift, and sacrifice. Those are the acronym. That's the acronym for B.O.S.S life. So, in order to be able to live that B.O.S.S life that you want to live, and if you're going to try and be the boss, you need to be organized. All bosses are organized. I promise you that they are organized. They are organized. They are organized. So you want to make sure that you have, you put your organization hat on this week so that you can actually get things done, get things accomplished, and be where it is that you want to be by the end of the week. So let's go. So I'm going to give you three things and then I'm going to be gone. I got my visionary shirt on. Hope y'all can see that. My visionary shirt given to me by Miss Shana Jefferson. I appreciate you, lady. The visionary herself. And so that's what we're all about this week. We're about vision. We're about being organized. In order to be able to have in order to be organized, one of the first things you need to have is to have the vision. You got to have the vision. You got to be organized. So I'm gonna give you three things about being organized this week, so you can be organized this week. And it's these three. It's these three things. Like I told you, your book, your brand, your business, and we're gonna talk about how much do you need to make this week? If you're a visionary, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, you need to know that. If you're an author and speaker, you need to know that. If you are any kind of, like I said, business owner, and you're trying to figure it out, you want to have a monthly plan for that. You want to have a weekly plan for that and a daily plan for that. You should know how much on a daily basis you need to make in order to be able to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. So that's the first thing. Second is, how do I get in front of your target audience, as well as break down what you need to do each day. And then the third thing is getting to the bottom line. That's accomplishing that goal that you have for that week, that money that you want to accomplish for the week. And then creating what I call your I did that list for the week. So we'll get into that. But I was watching the documentary, the docu-series, the Michael Jordan docu-series, Last Dance, The Last Dance. And one of the things that I noticed between watching that with him, watching the videos that I've watched of Kobe Bryant, that I've listened to Magic Johnson talk about, that I've listened to Robert Smith talk about, that I've heard Dr. Frazier talk about. Every successful, great person, what they've talked about is being organized, having a schedule, having a daily schedule. Even Warren Buffett talks about his schedule for his day. So the first thing that you need to understand, if you're going to be organized, is you have to have a schedule. You need to have a schedule. So where does your schedule come from? Well, your schedule comes from those things that I just mentioned to you. Thinking about your week, what is it that you want to accomplish in that week as a whole? And then breaking down that week into a daily schedule. That daily schedule may encompass waking up at a certain time, doing your emails, going through your email, or I should say, even before you get to the emails, may even be meditating or praying, which is what some of us do. Focus, listening to something positive to get your day going in a positive direction and giving you motivation in order to be able to get through your day. Those are some important ways in order to be able to start your day. If you have to make certain phone calls on that particular day, if you have certain projects that are done, if you know that you have certain appearances that you may be a part of for this particular week, then you want to make sure that they're on your calendar, so that you don't forget them and trying to convert them to just memory. You want to make sure that you have those in place as well as a part of your schedule. So let's talk about the first thing that I talked about, which is how much do I need to make that week. Hopefully you have an overall goal that you wanted to make for the year. That year should be broken down into months, and then that month should be broken down into weeks, and then that week should be broken down into days. That's how you should know how much you're looking to make for that particular day, how much money you're looking to make for that particular day, how much you need to make in order to be able to hit your goal for the week, that particular day. Something as simple as if you want to make $10,000 a month, that breaks down into a certain dollar amount a week, and then a certain dollar amount a day. So if you break it down that way, it makes it a lot easier for you to understand what marks you're trying to hit for that particular day. And this is important for for authors. You know how many books that you have to sell or products. And if you have different products to go along with your book that can assist you with doing that, then you can break down what you can do for each of those, whether it's your book as a product or your book in conjunction with the other products and services that you have to be able to do that. Your brand. You should have a schedule for how much you're going to, how much you want to promote your brand, how much you want to market your brand, and then those things that go along with that. Like this is part of my organizing is I need to do these lives on each day, what I can give people to be able to focus on, how much content that I'm trying to create, whether it's for my YouTube channel, for other areas, and then also to be able to get information, knowledge, and resources out into the hands of the people who can benefit from them, because that's what we're about. We're about enlightening, empowering, impacting people. That's to teach you something, that's to equip you with something, and then impact you to do something. So that's the first thing is figuring out what it is that you want to do on a daily basis, how much money you want to make on a daily basis. The second thing is how to get in front of your target audience. That's part of understanding who your target audience is. You have to think about the content that you're providing, the work that you're doing, and who best fits what it is that you're talking about, whatever product or service that you have, understanding where that particular target market is, and be able to get your product or service in front of them. And that's the key. Getting it in front of them. If that means you are part of a couple of virtual events that may be going on for that in that particular week, then you want to make sure you do that. If it has to do with doing lives to be able to let people know tools and different things to get in front of them, then that's another way to be able to do it. Making those connections with clients that you already have, making sure you're staying connected with them and doing the things that you need to do with them. Touching base with any referrals that you may have been given, your business associates that you have, because partnerships and collaborations and sponsorships are really key and will assist you in order to be able to get you in front of the people that you need to be able to get in front of. So that's just the couple of things, and you want to break down what you need to do each day. that comes with having that schedule. Part of that schedule is doing what it is that you need to do in order to be able to get in front of your target market, because your target market is going to be key. Because if they don't see you, if they don't know that you have your particular product or service, then it does you no good. We've said this time and time again. You can have the best product service ever, but if you don't effectively market it, if you don't effectively put it into the places where your target market can see it, purchase it, and do all of those things, it does you no good. So you want to make a schedule. You want to have your schedule, and you want to have an understanding of who your target market is, where they are, and then how to be able to connect with them. And that's the big thing. How are you connecting with them? Are you connecting with them through social media? Are you connecting with them through your website? Are you connecting with them through through your business partnerships that you have, your business collaborations that you have, your or even the sponsorships that you may be doing as a business with other businesses in order to be able to get your name out there? You have your brand out there, your logo may be on something. If you have a promotion that's going on, you want to offer something for people, that's a big way to be able to get people to kind of know what you have and what you have going on, to be able to be a part of that. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is getting to the bottom line. What's your bottom line? What is it that you want to do this whole week? For what do you want to accomplish at the end of the week? What is it that you want to say that you have done? I'll say that again. This is what you want to do today. You should have done it yesterday. So hopefully you've already done it. But for the rest of the week, you want to ask yourself the question, what is it that you want to have accomplished by the end of the week? And you have your assignments that will get you to what you ultimately wanted to accomplish for this week. You want to give yourself different assignments, whether that's creating the schedule, working on who your target market is, understanding who your target market is, and where they are. That's the key, to where they are. You can understand who they are, but you also got to understand where they are, because that's going to be important, especially with this shift that we're dealing with. You may not have the one particular way of reaching your target market because you're not able to go out physically and be able to do the face-to-face type things and everything like that. So a lot of things may have to be done virtual. What things are going on in the virtual realm that will assist you to be able to reach your target market, and you have to be strategic about that. So that's the third thing, accomplishing your week. And I say this after you've broke down your week, after you've figured out your assignments, after you've figured out how much you want to make this week, or you need to make for this week. Then the third thing is you want to take a look at the list that you want to create. I did that. I call it I did that list. Yeah, I did that list. And then by the end of the week, you take a look at it and you want to celebrate. Oh yeah, I did that. I did that. And what you'll find yourself doing is being motivated for the next week, and the next week, and the next week, and the next week. And as a result of that, you'll grow your business. You'll grow you, because you'll grow because you'll learn more about yourself and the things that you're doing. You'll grow your business because more people will start to see you. More people will start to know what products and services that you have or that you offer, and then they in turn will talk to other people about your product and service that they understand that people in their circle need. And then your brand, you'll grow your brand as a result of that. Trust me, you will grow your brand as a result of that, because you're putting yourself in the position to have more people be exposed to more people. And anytime that you do that as a business, that's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to grow. The more people that see you, the more people that will understand the product and service that you have, the answer that you have for them, because that's what it's about. Any product or service is the answer for somebody's problem. That's why people will go into certain businesses, because they believe that they have the answer for certain people's problem. So that's the number one thing that you can say this week is, what problem are you the answer for? That's how you can figure out who your target market is. What problem are you the answer for? And then where are those people, where are those businesses located that I have the answer for? And you put yourself in the position to be in front of them. But the only way that you do that is if you're organized. You have to be organized. You have to be strategic about what it is that you do. And greatness is about being organized, because there's a structure, there's a discipline that greatness has, and that's one of the things that I got from this The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. He was so focused on greatness that he had an organization about himself and what he wanted to do. If it was getting in the gym, he knew he had to spend a certain number of hours in the gym. If he needed to get bigger, when he decided he needed to be bigger, he knew he had to spend a certain number of hours in the weight room. They talked about him when he went to go play baseball for the 18 months. He said he had to refocus his brain on and his body on what he was doing. So his regiment changed, his schedule changed, because he had to work on different things in baseball than what he did in basketball. So there were certain things that he had to do, but he had a routine even in that, where he knew he had to spend a certain number of hours working on, they talked about he spent a certain number of hours working on the breaking ball. He had the machine that threw him nothing but breaking balls, and he had to work at it. He had to work at it so that he could master it, and he could understand what he was seeing when he would see a breaking ball. And then he talked about the adjustment that he made when he came back to basketball from baseball. He said he had to recondition himself all over again. So it was about the regiment. It was about his schedule. It was about doing the things that he needed to do to make himself progressively better. And that was having, on a week to week, day-to-day basis on what he needed to do. So this week is about being organized. Make sure that you're organized. Get yourself what I call a book of notes. Get yourself a book of notes like this. It doesn't have to be that. You can get just a notebook. I have a notebook as well, one of those composition notebooks, and I just write down different things. If it's a schedule, I write down a schedule. If it's my vision about something, I write my vision down. Whatever it is that I need to write down, something that I want to accomplish, or an assignment that I think need to be doing, it's in there. And I'll make sure that I have that. So, you want to be organized this week. Let's get organized. Let's be organized. Let's get structured. Let's make sure that by the end of the week, we are better by the end of the week than we were at the beginning of the week. That means we're accomplishing the assignments that we have. We're accomplishing our goals for that particular day. And then at the end of the week, let's say I did that. I did that. So y'all know what it is. 2020, Fast and Furious. Move with purpose and passion. That's what we're doing. And as I always say, chase the impact, because when you chase the impact, you change the world. Let's change the world, y'all.